Salut tout le monde, bienvenue à l'après-match officiel des Alouettes de Montréal. Mon nom est Joey Alfieri et encore une fois, les Alouettes gagnent victorieux. Une autre grosse soirée, 46-16 contre le Rouge et Noir d'Ottawa. Écoute, on a fiche de 9-1 après 10 matchs. Je vais continuer à le dire, on aurait pu être 10-0, mais il y avait des matchs serrés aussi. Donc, je donne crédit, je donne beaucoup de crédit. Oh, I thought you were coming to see me. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for you. I didn't tell you because I'm live.
Okay.
Bon, on va y aller avec Wesley Sutton. I thought, like, it was a little bit of a choppy start, but I thought the defense really flipped the game. The Boschman interception and then the play on special teams by Ento and then the pick six by Ento really flipped the game on its head, and they never were able to recover. Just what do you make of the way the defense was able to shape the game?
Yeah, I mean, we started off undisciplined, something that we can't do. Doesn't matter who we're playing, the opponent that we're playing, it was way too many penalties. A lot of their drives were aided by penalties. But yeah, Boschman came up with a huge pick to change the momentum. Obviously, Ento, he grown man, just took the ball away from him. But yeah, it was good on on defense just to, stay, kind of get over that hump and, continue to play good football and not let it, dictate the game too much. We made plays when we needed to, and we ended up with the win.
For you, I mean, you missed two. You came back just physically. You look comfortable out there. How'd you feel?
I appreciate it. I didn't really feel too great. Just 2 weeks off is a lot of time. Even, a couple of days off is a lot of time. I just felt kind of tired. But, once you get in the rhythm of the game, it's fun being back out there. It's not fun being on the sideline. So it was good to be a part of, a dominant win on defense like that. And obviously the offense continues to put up a lot of points, so it was fun to be back.
I feel like I've been asking you guys this for the last 2 years, but it's like 14 in a row against Ottawa now. The last one was 2021 when they had Nick Arbuckle at quarterback or something like that, or 2022. But how do you explain that this doesn't happen in pro football? It doesn't happen in amateur football either.
No, it's hard to continue to beat a team multiple times over and over and over again. That shows the discipline that we play with, the standards in which we apply ourselves to. It's faceless opponent. It doesn't really matter who we're playing. It's obviously annoying continuing to play them, but glad that it was the last one and we got the win. So. All
right, we'll get to our old Dutch crunchy questions soon, but 5 times, including preseason. I think you didn't play the second preseason game, but it's a lot of times. You're happy that it's over now?
Yeah, I'm happy. I am happy. It's over now. We can move on. At least, but we got the win, though. Those Eastern Division opponents, those are important games. So I'm glad we handled business.
It's 9-1 now, Wes. it could have very easily been 10-0 had the referees called it right in Edmonton. But what do you make of the first 10 games? Because, you guys are on track to do something that, they did it in 2000, I think in 9 here, 15-3. But, you guys are on track to do something real special this year. Just what have you made of the first 10 games?
We have great athletes all across the board. Everybody's bought in. You can come out to our practices and, they're very competitive. Nobody's bigger than the program. And obviously it shows out here in every game. And we're just taking it day by day. We know our focus is, day by day, and our awareness is, we want to clinch first in the East and then continue to go from there. But, it's just fun playing, when you have guys that you look around and it's there's superstars everywhere, and it's just a great roster, and just got to keep it going, not rest on our laurels and just continue to enjoy playing together. And that's when we play good football.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off script here because there's a little girl holding a poster with my name on it, and she says she has questions. Est-ce que tu t'aimerais poser une question à Wes Sutton? I think she wants my job. I think that's what I know, and I'm a little worried because she's good. Yeah, this is a problem. Everyone's coming for my job. Viens-t'en. Tu veux-tu la poser en anglais ou je la pose pour toi? Tu veux-tu poser? Tu veux poser une question à Wes? Vas-y.
Qu'est-ce que t'aimes que le football?
What do you love most about football, the sport?
Good question. I would say the relationships that you build. I don't know if she speaks English, but you can translate.
I'll translate for you.
The relationships that you build with everybody. You definitely build a lot of great relationships with the guys that you play with, and They're a lifelong friend, so I enjoy that the most.
C'est des amis que tu gardes pour toute la vie, tes coéquipiers. Donc, c'est ça qu'il aime le plus du football, c'est les coéquipiers, les amis qu'il a. As-tu une autre question? Ou tu veux attendre un autre joueur?
Un autre joueur.
Un autre joueur, OK. On revient dans quelques secondes avec un autre joueur, all right? Merci. Cool. Good stuff. My old Dutch crunchy question of the week is my producer, Damien, is going to try to go down and he's going to do everything. I'm going to stall until we get to the old Dutch crunchy question of the night. And this is not to be mean or pick on people when they're done, but I'm just curious, like in your career, your favorite memory involving the Ottawa Red Blacks is what?
My favorite memory, I would say when we get guys from their team and they tell us, about how just how it's so much different. And those are my favorite memories, just hearing the different stories, how they see the difference between Montreal and there. And, when they come on this side, like I was speaking to Dubois and in pregame today, he's like, man, it just feels so good to be on this side of the equation. It's just, so I hear those stories a lot. So I love those stories.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for playing along and all the best going forward. Great performance. In my opinion, it was a great performance.
I appreciate it.
Right. Wesley Sutton, nice enough to stop by. On va y aller avec... OK, mais il y a d'autres joueurs qui s'en viennent. Bon. C'est pas une première cette saison, mais ça fait longtemps, mettons. Cyril Hogan-Saint-Nom. Bon, ma question croustillante au Dutch, j'ai posé à Wes Sutton. Pourquoi tu ris? C'est une vraie question. J'ai dit, c'est quoi ton plus beau souvenir des affrontements contre le Rouge et Noir? Et sa réponse à lui, il a dit que moi, mon affaire préférée, c'est quand on va chercher des joueurs de là-bas puis qui nous expliquent comment c'est tellement différent ici que là-bas. Tu es un joueur qui était là-bas. Là, tu es rendu ici. C'est 14 victoires de suite pour les Alouettes contre le Rouge et Noir. Juste parle-moi un peu de ton expérience. Depuis que tu es ici, là, tu joues beaucoup. Tu es dans l'alignement partant. Tu joues très, très bien. Juste parle-moi un peu de ton expérience. Qu'est-ce que tu as vécu à Ottawa comparé à ce que tu as vécu ici à Montréal, Adam?
Ben, c'est sûr que j'ai pu vivre l'organisation pendant 3 ans à Ottawa puis voir comment ils font les choses. Puis après ça, m'en venir ici depuis 2 ans à Montréal, de voir le contraste entre une culture gagnante et une culture perdante. C'est sûr que c'est vraiment spécial. Puis ça fait en sorte que, à cause de mes 3 années passées à Ottawa, je profite encore plus de la qualité de la culture ici à Montréal. C'est juste incroyable comment on embrasse la culture québécoise, la ville, puis comment on est une équipe soudée là, autant les O-line avec les DB, toutes les positions, j'ai jamais vu une équipe comme ça. Puis ça fait en sorte que les résultats paraissent sur le terrain parce qu'on veut tout qu'on performe, puis on veut tout que notre frère performe à côté de nous aussi. Là.
Je vais te poser ma même question, Christian, ton Dutch, ton plus beau souvenir contre le Rouge et Noir.
Écoute, ben là, je pense que j'ai joué 4 matchs depuis que je suis ici avec eux, puis c'est 4 victoires. Fait que juste de gagner ces matchs-là de manière autant convaincante, de manière physique, là, je pourrais dire que c'est aujourd'hui, j'ai couché le numéro 0 à plusieurs reprises, puis on joue au line pour ça, puis c'est pour être physique, puis montrer à tout le monde que dans cette organisation de junior, comment on est bon ici à Montréal.
Je sais que la ligne offensive, c'est tough à évaluer pour ceux qui écoutent des fois qui sont dans le stade ou à la maison, mais je trouve que tu es rentré dans l'alignement partant dès le premier match après la blessure à J-Law, puis tu joues à un excellent niveau. Là. Pour moi, je te l'ai dit cette semaine quand on s'est croisés dans le bureau, pour moi, tu es le meilleur centre de la Ligue en ce moment, là, la manière que tu joues. Juste par moi, ton niveau de jeu, ton niveau de confiance et ce que tu aimes de la manière que tu joues en ce moment.
Ben, je pense que je joue mon meilleur football en carrière. C'est grâce, entre autres, à Dave Brown, qui est un excellent coach au line, qui nous met dans les positions pour avoir du succès en nous préparant très bien à chaque semaine. Puis en plus, il nous met en confiance. Fait que moi, quand j'ai confiance en moi puis que je sais que mes coachs veulent que j'aie du succès, je vais avoir du succès. Puis on est un beau groupe qui a une chimie incroyable. Puis c'est juste incroyable là, comme sentiment.
OK, parle-moi un peu du groupe. On sait que vous êtes capable de bloquer pour les demi-offensifs. Vous passe bloc à un haut niveau aussi. Mais qu'est-ce qui rend ce groupe-là tellement bon? Qu'est-ce que vous faites de vraiment bien?
Ben, on est vraiment des amis. Sur le terrain, mais hors du terrain aussi, on passe beaucoup de temps ensemble. On a du fun ensemble. C'est vraiment incroyable, puis on s'entraide sur le terrain, hors du terrain. Fait que c'est un groupe spécial. J'ai jamais fait partie d'un groupe aussi spécial, puis c'est tellement agréable d'aller travailler avec ces gars-là tous les jours. Là.
Merci, Cyril. Félicitations.
Merci.
Cyril Hogan Saint-Nom avec une autre méga performance pour les Alouettes de Montréal. Et on va en parler un tout petit peu parce que, encore une fois, la ligne à l'attaque, c'est tough à expliquer puis de montrer comment c'est bon puis comment on joue à un haut niveau. Mais Cyril a été incroyable. Justin Lawrence s'est blessé lors de la première mi-temps du premier match de la saison à Hamilton. Cyril est rentré et il est incroyable. Il est spectaculaire. C'est tout un joueur de football. Et c'était le centre réserviste. Donc, ça démontre la profondeur, ça démontre tout ça. Mais c'est spécial de le voir aller. All right. Let's go with the Budweiser Player of the Game, number 48. Kabion Ento. This was the first one. I'm surprised. I thought you had a lot of big moments. I thought you've been player of the game before. But just how does it feel? Like the defense obviously set the tone tonight with the Boschman reception. Your play was on special teams, the first one, but you had the pick six, and they were never able to recover from that. Just how did you like the way the defense responded tonight?
I loved it. And like we talk about it a lot, turnovers come in bunches. And today it showed. Once we get to rolling, I know sometimes teams move the ball, but we always look at it as another opportunity to take the ball away. And that's what we pride ourselves on. That's what we did today. Get the ball back to, the offense. And obviously the offense has been putting up points. So get the ball back to them and let them do what they do.
Yeah, well, the pick six, you didn't even give the ball back to them. You gave the ball back to their offense. But Wes Sutton was just on, and he said, it's ridiculous. Kabion comes in and rips the ball out of a grown man's hand and takes it. Now, just walk me through what you saw on that play on special teams. Obviously, there's a muff, not even a muff snap. He mishandled the ball because the snap was pretty good. But just what did you see? Because you had him wrapped up, and then you had the presence of mind of ripping the ball out.
To be honest, just coming around the edge, and I see that he still has the ball. Usually, coming from the field, the kicker done kicked the ball by now. But I saw he still had the ball in his hand, and then he stood up. And when he stood up, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, just trying to make sure I secure the tackle. And when I secure the tackle, I usually try to, go for a little strip, go for a little reach. And but that starts in practice. We do it a lot in practice. All of us, we do it a lot in practice, and it translated to today.
Just walk me through the pick six now. What did you see on that play?
I was more of I was just low in my zone, and I saw the route that the receiver ran. I saw the quarterback kind of go through his reads, and I was really actually just going to try to meet the receiver, but I beat him to the ball, and catch, touchdown.
It's the West was glad that there's no more games against Ottawa. I know you guys didn't play the second preseason game, but it's still 4 games that you guys had against Ottawa, 5 if you count the second preseason one. Just what's it like to play the same team? I mean, we're in mid-August, so it's you played them 5 times in the first 2.5 months of the season. What's it like to play the same team over and over again?
Of course, yeah, it gets repetitive, but I think a lot of people think that it gets easier.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't because, there's some smart coordinators out here, especially on offense. Yeah. And once you start playing somebody over and over, they get really, really hard to beat. They start knowing your tricks. They start knowing what you're doing. And so, the more you play people, the more you got to be disciplined, the more you got to come up with new things, the more you got to, just be better and disciplined. But, are we happy we're done playing them? Of course, but, it don't matter if they was rescheduled again next week. We know what we got to do.
It's 14 in a row that you guys 14. I'm ready for you if you're ready. It's 14 in a row against these guys. How does how do you explain that? Because that's not something you see in pro football. I know you play them a lot, but 14 in a row, Kabion, that's a long time.
Standard East opponent. We understand that we definitely want to win the East. Of course, we want to win all of our games, but we just come out and play hard. I'm not gonna say it's any extra motivation, but having an East opponent come in your house or you going to their house, it always adds a little bit bigger bonus.
Thank you, buddy. Congratulations on a great performance, and we'll see you in Winnipeg next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kabion Ento, joueur du match. Budweiser, on est prêt. Who's next? Sorry.
Les appels de Red Track.
Bon.
Hein?
Pas gentil, ça. Mais si je peux commencer avec ma question croustillante au Dutch. Tu es dans la Ligue depuis la saison 2024. Jeff, ton plus beau souvenir, ton favorite memory contre le Rouge et Noir, c'est quoi?
Tous nos victoires. Je pense pas que j'ai perdu une fois encore contre le Rouge.
Non, parce que la dernière fois qu'ils nous ont battus, c'était en 2021 ou 2022. Donc, t'étais un petit jeune dans ce temps-là.
C'est quoi, Joey? Je les regarde même plus, eux autres.
Oh.
Je regarde même plus.
Mais 5, pour vrai, 5 fois dans une saison. Je sais que tu n'as pas joué le deuxième match hors concours, là, mais 5 fois dans une saison. Puis on est rendu à mi-août. C'est pas comme si on est au mois de novembre, c'est beaucoup, hein?
C'est beaucoup. Puis c'est très difficile de battre une équipe 2 fois de suite. Ouais. Très difficile. Mais là, de le faire 3 fois, ça prouve juste qu'on a beaucoup de talent dans notre locker room.
C'est 14 de suite contre le Rouge et Noir. Pour toi, ce soir, grosse performance. Tu reviens de blessure, mais je pense que c'était correct. Là.
C'est son opinion.
Je peux-tu voir? Mais c'est mon après-match. C'est 8 plaqués, un sac du corps, un échappé provoqué.
Keep going.
Ben, pas d'interception, malheureusement. Moi et toi, on a eu les mêmes nombres d'interceptions. Mais...
Mon PBU, pass breakup.
Ah, c'était toi, ça? Ah, c'était toi, ça?
Oui.
Ben, ils te l'ont pas donné dans les stats de la Ligue. Mais juste parle-moi un peu de, t'as manqué la dernière game. Il y a un bye week, puis t'es clairement en pleine forme. Là. Qu'est-ce que tu as pensé de ta performance?
J'ai adoré. Être de retour ici à Montréal contre Ottawa avec le crowd. Écoute, un jeudi soir, j'aurais pas pu demander mieux. L'équipe continue de s'améliorer. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui disent on est trop bon, trop vite. Écoute, chaque game, on s'améliore. Donc, je suis juste curieux à quel point on va réaliser à quel point on est bon ici à Montréal.
OK. C'est 9 victoires, une défaite. La seule défaite, c'est pas sûr qu'on la méritait. Mais juste parle-moi un peu de, où est-ce que vous pouvez vous améliorer? Parce que honnêtement, peut-être qu'il y a des moments parfois en défensive, vous pouvez être plus sharp, des moments en attaque, des moments en special teams, mais honnêtement, il n'y a pas une facette du jeu où on peut dire comme, OK, ils sont pas bons, ils sont mauvais, ils ont été mauvais ce soir. Où est-ce que vous pouvez vous améliorer?
Pénalité. Écoute, aujourd'hui, il y avait des mauvais cas. On n'en doute pas, mais quand même, il faut limiter les pénalités, surtout en défensive. Puis ça va être un focus, surtout pour moi. Je pense que j'ai eu un flag encore ce soir. Mais sinon, c'est de continuer à, je pense, en deuxième essai, en défensive, on est capable de sortir du terrain encore plus puis d'avoir vraiment une domination. Donc, c'est juste de continuer à focusser sur les détails, puis le reste va venir.
OK. Je veux amener ma co-animatrice. Elle veut poser des questions. Elle a déjà posé une question. Elle veut ma job. Je suis un peu inquiet, Jeff. OK, t'as-tu une question? Ici, il parle français. Tu peux y aller en français. Vas-y.
C'est qui ton meilleur ami
Dans l'équipe?
C'est moi, mais c'est correct. Dans l'équipe, c'est qui?
Dans l'équipe, mon meilleur ami, je dirais que c'est Francis Dupont, le gars des médias.
Le gars des relations médias. C'est lui avec le veston bleu. Lui qui est pas vraiment beau, là. Lui, là-bas. Ouais.
C'est lui.
OK. Tu restes proche. On va poser une autre question à un autre joueur bientôt. Merci. Bon, merci, Jeff. Félicitations, une autre victoire.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. All right, merci.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, bon, merci pour l'ajustement du trépied. Merci beaucoup. Bon, on peut y aller avec... Mais on peut continuer avec les joueurs. On va lire les commentaires très bientôt. Il y avait Osé qui voulait... Oh boy. Ouais. On va aller avec Osé Maltos Diaz, qui a été parfait ce soir. Jose, it's been a while. Are you avoiding me or what?
No, you avoid me.
I'm not avoiding you. I never avoid you. Okay, I'm going to start with my old Dutch crunchy question of the night, and I'm going to tell you how Wesley Sutton answered it because it involves you. So my question tonight is, what is your favorite memory from a Montreal-Ottawa game? And Wesley Sutton said all the players that left Ottawa to come to Montreal, and obviously you're part of that, and you've been a big part of the success of the team. Yeah. But I'm just curious for you, favorite memory, Montreal, Ottawa, what would it be?
Remember my first year?
Preseason,
the game winner. That was my first. That was
it lifted you up on the shoulders and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah.
First you made a million kicks since then, yeah.
Yeah, it's always personal against them, against the Red Blacks. They didn't give me the opportunity. So, yeah, it's always.
Jose, it's been 14 games in a row, 14 wins in a row for the Alouettes against Ottawa. Like, that's crazy in any sport, let alone football. Yeah. I know we play them a lot, but how do you explain 14 in a row?
I respect them. However, we work harder than them, than everybody. So that's the answer. The results are there, always taking one game at a time, one kick at a time, one play at a time. Everyone is connected in this team. I love this team, honestly. So that's why we won 14 times in a row.
I know you weren't on the field for it, but how about the play that Ento made, ripping the ball out of the holder's hands and getting it down deep in Ottawa territory?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how Ento is good. And yeah, man, we're just happy for him, for everybody, and for all the organization.
For yourself, how are you feeling about where you're at? I know it's not always flashy, but you go up there and you make kicks. You haven't had a 58-yarder yet this year. You still have a half a season left to get it done. But just how do you feel about where your game is at right now?
To me now, it's just stay healthy. That's the most important part as of now. And taking one kick at a time, as always, on to the next one. That's my mentality. Next kick. No matter if it's a PAT, it's a cheap shot, or fucking 57-yarder. Sorry, 58-yarder. So I need to be ready. It's gonna be consistency for me. That's it.
Thank you, buddy. Congratulations. We'll see you next week in Winnipeg. You're okay. You're good. You're not the first one. On va commencer à lire des commentaires un tout petit peu, si on peut, entre joueurs. Est-ce que Speaker est blessé? Marilyn, je pense pas. Je l'ai vu sur les lignes de côté après le match, puis honnêtement, il semblait être correct. There we go. Okay, let's go. We got a lot of comments. Hi, Joey, le bobblehead bientôt à la boutique. Martial, non, il n'y a pas de bobblehead à la boutique. Il n'y a pas de bobblehead à la boutique. C'était vraiment un giveaway ce soir qu'on a fait en stade. Bonsoir la gang. Hi there everyone. Thank you. What's up? My guy Wes. Yes, sir, Rob. Hi, Joey. Woohoo. Congrats. Defense. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. The offensive line did very well. Nancy, look at that. Dave Brown just walked out of the locker room. It's a few times we've done this. This is very freaky. Maxime says, hey, j'aime pas voir un match serré entre ces deux clubs, mais là, c'est vraiment pas drôle du tout pour Ottawa. Je veux bien croire que Mayer n'est pas le meilleur, mais la défense aux envers continue pour cette équipe. Écoute, moi, je vais être honnête. Je trouve que Jake Mayer prend beaucoup de blâme dans cette équipe-là. Mais ce que je peux dire, c'est que ce soir, ça a été un match compliqué pour Mayer. T'sais, les deux interceptions en début de match. Can you hear me okay? You hear me okay? You hear me okay? The microphone's still on? Yep. Okay. C'est pour Jake Mayer, c'est ça qu'on disait. Mais pour Jake Mayer, c'était comme les deux interceptions ont été compliquées ce soir. La première à Beauchemin, c'est 7-0 en faveur d'Ottawa. Puis ils sont en territoire pour un placement. Ils lancent en double couverture. Ça n'a pas été une bonne décision. Et l'interception pour un toucher, celui qui a lancé à Ento, c'est pas une bonne passe non plus. Donc, il faut donner du crédit aux Alouettes. Il faut donner du crédit aux jeux qui ont réussi. Mais ce soir, c'est sûr que ça a été un peu plus compliqué pour Jake Mayer. Mais honnêtement, je trouve que cette année, il prend beaucoup de blâme. Et je pense qu'il prend un peu trop de blâme. Je comprends son 0-10 en ce moment, mais pas facile. Let's go. 9-1. Thank you, Joe. Un beau début de deuxième moitié. Bravo à l'équipe. Écoute, ce soir, ça aurait pu être un trap game, comme on dit en anglais. Ottawa a joué il y a 6 jours. Donc, c'est semaine courte pour eux autres. Les Alouettes étaient en congé, 8-1. Ils ont magané les Elks il y a 2 semaines. Puis là, tu as une équipe Ottawa qui, je dirais pas qu'ils jouent du bon football, mais c'est une équipe qui a abandonné dans leur match. Oh. C'est pas je pensais que tu riais de moi. C'est pas une équipe qui a abandonné sur la saison. Donc ça aurait pu être un trap game. Mais écoute, ils ont commencé mal. Je pense que c'est Jeff Quentin l'a mentionné. C'est trop de punitions ce soir-là. S'il y a une affaire à régler, c'est vraiment le manque de discipline ce soir. C'est pas un problème cette saison, mais plus un enjeu ce soir. Il y avait une couple de punitions. Ici et là que tu ne peux pas prendre. Mais encore une fois, c'est pas, ça sera jamais parfait. Mais on parle de 9-1. Puis on parle d'une autre grosse victoire. Tyson Philpot, encore une fois, 2 touchés ce soir. Il est rendu à 1229 verges sur la saison. Tyler Snead, malheureusement pour Snead, il a pas assez proche des 1000 verges. Mais malheureusement, c'est lui qui était puni pour avoir été hors-jeu sur le jeu où il a capté une passe de toucher. C'est une passe de 21 verges. Il aurait eu le 1000 verges ce soir. Ça ira la semaine prochaine à Winnipeg. Mais c'est quand même le fun de voir. T'sais, ce soir, il y a Speaker qui a vraiment contribué beaucoup. Travis Theis a été excellent aussi. Donc c'est le fun de voir cette équipe rouler en ce moment parce que à 9-1, il y a place un peu à l'amélioration, mais il faut continuer à rouler. Puis je pense que c'est une équipe qui a appris beaucoup. Il y a beaucoup du même monde qui sont là. En 2024. Puis, en 2024, on a commencé en feu, puis on a mal fini la saison. Puis, je pense qu'on a appris de ces moments difficiles-là. Mais pour vrai, c'est vraiment le fun à voir cette équipe-là. Puis, il faut continuer. Faut être bon, faut être fort, faut être discipliné. Mais ce soir, c'est sûr que s'il y a un point, on a gagné par 30. Là, je ne veux pas être trop sévère non plus. Mais après avoir gagné par 30, il y a une chose à améliorer. Puis c'est ça. Ouais, il va y avoir d'autres joueurs qui arrivent. Tu veux que. Ben non. Tu veux que je le signe pour vrai? Je veux pas te maganer. Je veux pas ruiner ton ballon. Tu veux-tu animer 2 secondes? Non, tu veux pas animer? Non, non, ne montre pas qu'elle. Non, elle veut que je signe son ballon. T'es sûr? On est sûr? Je vais maganer le ballon. OK, signe un autographe. Donnez-moi. Oh, je pense pas. Donnez-moi 1 seconde. Je reviens dans 30 secondes. Où tu veux que je signe? Ici? OK. Oh, il est beau ce crayon-là. Merci. Je t'apprécie énormément. Merci beaucoup. All right, you ready to roll?
You are.
I like this. Is cool. Whatever you like. Whatever. I don't have any good sides. Both sides are good for you, so you're good. It's funny. Like I was asking. I mean, maybe it's mean to pile on, but I was asking Wes Sutton, like, what's your favorite memory involving the Ottawa Red Blacks? And he said it's not a memory, but it's all of the players that they let come to our team and seeing them contribute and all that stuff. And obviously, you're one of those guys. Like, what does it mean to you to be on this side? And I know you had success in Ottawa. You guys won games a while back. I don't want to pile on, but just being there, being here now, like, what does it mean to you to be a valuable contributor here?
It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? They had trusted me. When a team gave up on me and told me I needed a fresh start, they told me, hey, come over here. We want you. And like me, Marco, Dustin, Surreal dating back, LP, same thing. Like all of us, we played together, and it's like to be here together now is like, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? To be on the better side of things. And like, I say it all the time, like, man, I've been on that sideline, but I'm on the good guys now. I'm with the good guys. You feel me? So I'm excited.
But like, you've experienced both sides. I talked to Cyril about it too. And it's not to put you on the spot, but like, it's 14 in a row. DeVonte, like it's a lot. Like it's been. I don't think Ottawa beat Montreal since like 2021, 2022 when Nick Arbuckle was at quarterback. Like, what's it like? Yeah. What's it like? Like on the other side when the losses start to pile up against one team? Like it's got to be a mental thing for them at this point.
It gets tough. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially like during camp when I came over here and they were like, yeah, like when we play Ottawa in the past, it used to be like a stat pattern game. I'm like, damn, dude, like that's not what I want to hear first day. You know what I'm saying? They were like, but we glad to have you over here. You know what I'm saying? But like, I love this team and like I'm just excited to keep going, man. Like I see so much great things in all these players, and it's like I was on the opposite sideline, like a couple years ago, and now I'm on this sideline. I'm like, man, like. I told Mike in practice, I'm like, Davis made a throw, and I'm like, man, this dude is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you see things like that, and it's like it just makes you even more excited.
Okay, I'm fed up with talking about you as a Red Black. I'm happy you're here now. But for you, I mean, I just think and I know the quality of player you are, but to miss the first 6 games and then to just drop in and see how you adjusted to a new team when, you've only known one team in your career. I mean, I think it's remarkable. What do you credit that adjustment to outside of just your God-given ability? Because the transition has been seamless, and we saw it here tonight. Like, you could stop and start on a dime. You still have the burst. You still have the juice. Like, what is it about the fit here and yourself that just made the transition so seamless?
I think I would just say, like, what I told Coach Moss and B when I signed, I said, I'd rather play with y'all than against you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, everybody keep saying in the media, he's 30, does he still have it? And it's like, they trusted me to do my job. And at the end of the day, I'm going to give them everything I got. Like, I love this team, and I'm starting to fall in love with the city. So it's been great, man. Like, I just appreciate everyone that comes out and supports us. And, like, it's crazy. I was walking through the city today, and somebody recognized me. And I'm like, what? In this big city, someone recognized me? So it was cool. I enjoyed it. And, like, I'm just happy. I'm very excited to keep going.
You might be sick of hearing it, but I told you, the best returner I've seen with my own eyes. I know you have a unique vantage point. I'm going to ask you about the Ento play. Like, when did you realize that he ripped? Did you even see it in real time? Like, what did you see?
So I'm back there, and I'm like trying to line up so I can see over the long snapper. And then just all I see is chaos. I'm like, what's going on? And then I just see Ento running. And then at halftime, I come in and I look at the video, and I'm like, oh, he just really snatched the ball from Buddy. Like, he really. But I noticed about Ento, when he goes in to tackle people like that, he's always trying to rip the ball. And, like, Moss really emphasizes that in practice. So, like, he does his job very well. And I wish he would have gotten the end zone, but, like,
well, referee slowed him down a little bit. Yeah.
I was like, bro, you got to work on that vision just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it was good. It was good play. And, like I said, Coach B's drawing up some great stuff, man. Like, it's actually very impressive. And, like, he's one of the main reasons I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I owe Coach B more than he could ever imagine, man. Like, the game for me, I fell in love with it again.
I'm glad you went there because, like, you know, I felt like special teams set the tone in the Edmonton game. And, you know, I know there's explosive plays on offense, turnovers on defense. So people forget the special teams aspect of it. But you guys set the tone in that game. But all season long, like, we're 10 games in. You guys have three blocked punts. You have a lot of dynamic returns already. You take the ball into enemy territory. Yeah, I know, but you're close. But you feel what I see, right? Like, you feel like it's close, right?
Yeah. Like I said, Coach B's putting me in a great situation, man. Like, telling me hit the hole, like that first return, I told him I was going to hit it. Like, I was like, I don't care what happens. I'm just going to hit it as hard as I can. And it worked out for the best.
Congratulations. We'll see you in Winnipeg, bud.
All right, man. Thank you.
Right. Yes, sir. Sorry. Yes, sir. That's a sweet jersey. All right. DeVonte Dedmon has been a perfect fit for the Montreal Alouettes. On va continuer. On va essayer de voir avec s'il y a d'autres joueurs qui sont là. On va aller avec des commentaires. Bon, le truc que je trouve dommage, c'est que on affronte Sask en fin de saison. J'aurais aimé voir quand ça compte ces affrontements. Mais c'est sûr qu'on a 2 matchs back-à-back contre eux autres. C'est bizarre, tu sais, on joue contre Ottawa 3 fois avant fin août. Puis Saskatchewan, il va falloir attendre la mi-octobre avant de les trouver. Donc, welcome to Montreal. DeVonte is for Dedmon. Nice work, Alouettes. 12 penalties for 90 yards. Not good, says Paul. The Owls can get away with this against Ottawa, but not against most of the other teams in the league. Hey, look, it's not gonna be perfect. It's tough in a CFL game. It's tough to be perfect. But tonight it was definitely penalties. Like that's what it was. It's the point that you want to improve on. It's the point that you want to get better at. But at the same time, 90 yards in penalties. There's teams that put up 140, 150, 160 yards in penalties in a game. And this is not that. I think there's some bad ones. There's no doubt about it. There's some undisciplined stuff. And I truthfully, we go after the officials sometimes on this show, which we're not really supposed to or proud of doing sometimes. But tonight I thought it was, I'll be honest with you, I thought the penalties were pretty legit. Like I didn't have any issue with anything that was called against Montreal. There was just, I have to go back and watch it. It's hard to see. But it's one of those things where, I thought that the penalties were mostly penalties tonight in real time. I'll go back and watch, but it seemed like it was deserved. Louis-Philippe Bourassa était aussi un ancien Red Black, mais on l'aime tellement à Montréal. Oui, premièrement, on va se le dire, Louis-Philippe, c'est le meilleur spécialiste des longues remises de la Ligue et on est très content de l'avoir. Mais oui, il a commencé sa carrière avec le Rouge et Noir. As-tu passé Philpot? Non, Sébastien, je n'ai pas passé Philpot. Philpot signe des autographes en ce moment. Je ne sais pas s'il est encore là. Oui, il est encore là. Il signe des autographes. On va le passer bientôt. On va essayer de voir, mais peut-être qu'on lui donne congé ce soir pour Tyson. Mais s'il veut venir, on va lui demander, on va checker avec lui, mais il fait tellement souvent que s'il veut une soirée off, ça ne me dérange pas. Belle victoire des Alouettes, dit Mathis. C'est difficile de voir une franchise Red Blacks autant se tirer dans le pied. Ouais. C'est sûr. Écoute, on en a parlé un tout petit peu. C'est 7-0 Ottawa, puis ils ont le ballon, puis ils sont en territoire des Alouettes. Donc, tu sais, ça aurait pu au moins être 10-0 à ce point-là, mais encore une fois, la passe de Meyer en double couverture, c'est loin d'être idéal. Puis la passe à Ento, c'est une passe à Ento. C'est vraiment les décisions par Meyer ce soir. Encore une fois, je vais le dire, je ne veux pas trop commenter sur les autres joueurs des autres équipes, mais en toute transparence, je trouve que Meyer prend beaucoup de blâme à Ottawa cette année, plus qu'il mérite. Mais ce soir, c'était tough. Ce soir, c'était vraiment, vraiment compliqué. Les deux passes, ça a changé la game, c'est clair. Donald qui dit le match aurait pu facilement finir à 55 points. Facilement. Écoute, il y a eu un échappé de la part des Alouettes en fin de rencontre. Mais oui, ça aurait pu facilement être un 50 et plus ce soir. Team doing great. You're also doing an excellent job, Joey. Thank you very much, Mr. Bentivegna. Nous allons gagner la Coupe Grey. Absolument. J'espère que tu as raison. Il reste encore beaucoup, beaucoup de temps à la saison. Mais c'est ça le but. No more Alouettes. Ils vont être contents, le rouge et noir. Oui, c'est le dernier affrontement entre ces deux équipes-là. Une machine, Jeffrey Canté en coup. Jeffrey était excellent ce soir. Il était partout. Il a vraiment fait du gros boulot, Jeff Quentin. Donc oui, on l'a passé en entrevue, puis on y a dit, puis il a été très, très bon. Excellent point, Kabion Ento. You never let your guard down. Merci, Joanne. Magnifique match. Félicitations. Merci, Shayna. Est-ce que Speaker est blessé? OK, ça, on l'a lu. On peut continuer à rouler. Philippe Olivier, merci pour la signature sur notre ballon. Il n'y a pas de problème. Sébastien, écoute, on est rendu à 37 minutes. Sure, yeah. The Red Rhino, Travis Theis. I'm sticking with it. I mean, like, I don't even know. Like, I thought like Jeff Conte said, if there's one thing to improve on tonight was penalties. There was some definitely a little bit of undiscipline, but even then, I mean, like, we're nitpicking. It's a 30-point win. You guys do it again against Ottawa. I know you weren't here for all of them, but it's 14 in a row against Ottawa. Travis, like, how do you explain just how locked in you guys are all season long, but in particular when Ottawa comes to town or you guys go there?
It's a division rival.
Yeah.
Regardless of their record, doesn't matter who we play, faceless opponent every week, they're going to get our all, So pretty fun to go out there and win like that. And we want to do it every week.
For yourself, I mean, another great performance tonight. We were talking actually in the press box. Like, there was one point where an Ottawa defender clipped you in the knees, and we lost you in a pile, and we thought you went down. And then you just you're up and you keep running the balance, the way you stay on your feet. Like, how much do you work on that in the offseason? What are some of the things you do to work on that? Because you're really tough to bring down.
Dave Jackson gets me right during practice of the week, man. He gets me right. But a lot of God-given talent. Very, very grateful for that. Very blessed. Just keep moving my feet, man. Yeah. Keep my feet moving. Try to stay up. Keep going. So
we saw the flashes, obviously, with you last year. You've hit another gear. This year, you've taken it to another level. Just right now, it seems like you're locked in. I know that you're going to tell me the holes are there for you, but you're a patient runner. You have vision. Just how are you seeing the game right now?
I mean, I'm confident, It's easy to be confident behind this O-line with this quarterback, these receivers. So, and like you said, I'm going to run hard. So even when I don't make the right read, I'm going to bounce off a tackle or two. And
it looks like you did.
So, yeah, that helps out.
Look, I know, it's hard to evaluate offensive line play, and I know it's hard for you to do in the moment, but we know that they run block. We know that they pass block well. But this unit, this group of 5 to 7 that you guys have, opening up holes for you, what can you tell me a little bit more about what they do so well? What makes them so good? They're playing at an extremely high level this year.
I mean, it's kind of a lame answer, but I think it's just how we mesh and how everybody's playing for each other, you know? Like, I love to run for those guys, and they love to block for me and all the other backs. So just a crazy opportunity. Awesome to do it. Love football. Love to play for this city.
And honestly, it's really obvious that you love football by the way that you play. And it's not just with the ball in your hands. It's the ball when it's not in your hands too. You know, like you take a lot of pride in your blocking. How much have you worked on your blocking? Like growing up, how much of a point of emphasis did you make on it? Because you look real comfortable and you often make the right reads in passing situations when you don't have the ball in your hands.
Yeah, I think it was not until college where I was asked to block like that, you know? So that's when I found out how fun it was to play football without the ball in my hands too, you know? You don't have to worry about fumbling that sucker. So it's pretty fun to hit people without it.
We were wondering in the press box what that celebration was after you scored. It was on TV.
It was thank yous.
Oh,
ask Cyril.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Cyril walked by already. Cyril kept mentioning that he put number 0 on his butt quite a few times tonight too. So yeah, he mentioned that he's been pretty confident. The old Dutch crunchy question of the night I've been asking guys. I can say it. Like you were on Ottawa Neglist. I could say it. They let you go. We picked you up here. So this kind of impacts you too. But been asking the guys. I don't even know if you knew that. I think you knew that, but I don't know if you knew that. You knew that. But what's your favorite Ottawa, Montreal related memory, I guess, in the last 2 years or year and a half since you've been here? Because I'll tell you what Wes Sutton told me. Wes Sutton came on and said all the players that they let come here and seeing them contribute here and them explaining, you know, how the culture is so different. So I don't know if you have one in particular. You've had a couple great moments.
Not one in particular, but I don't like playing Ottawa, man. It's a division rival. I don't like playing them. We want to whoop them every time we play them.
I don't think you played the second preseason game, but this is 5 in total with including that game, and we've reached the month of August. You don't get them again. How weird is that, and how challenging is that to get the same team? I know you guys make it look easy, but how weird is it, and how annoying is it?
It's weird. I mean, they got 5 shots to beat us, you know? Never seen anything like it until I got in the CFL, but doesn't matter who we're playing, man. Faceless opponent, they can get it.
All right. The Red Rhino, has it grown on you since the last time?
No.
All right. We're going to keep saying it then. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Playing it out. It's fun to watch you go. It really is. Travis Theis. Oui, le jeu boost. Merci beaucoup. Écoute, est-ce qu'on a le highlight? Non, on n'a pas. OK, excuse-moi. Je pensais qu'on l'avait. Moi, le jeu boost, je vais le donner à Kabion Ento sur les unités spéciales. Et merci encore une fois à Boostant pour être un fier commanditaire. Je vous rappelle, vous allez avoir un escompte de 15 % sur votre commande quand vous allez à un restaurant Boostant jour de match avec votre chandail Alouette. Donc, merci encore à Boostant. Mais le jeu boost, il faut que ça soit le jeu d'Ento. Mais je pense que le match a changé sur l'interception de Nate Beauchemin. Ça, je vais le dire. L'interception de Nate Beauchemin a tout changé, mais tu peux pas avoir un jeu comme Ento a réussi sur les unités spéciales où il arrache le ballon des mains du teneur d'Ottawa et qui, je pense qu'il était à 11 verges près de marquer un touché sur ce jeu-là. Mais ça, il va falloir que ça soit le jeu boost du match. Red Rhino is a good nickname for Travis Theis. Hey, Travis. 11:33. Red Rhino is a good nickname for Travis Theis. The fans have spoken, man. I don't think you have a say in this. I think it's just what it is. Travis, what a great addition to the team. Wow, not in our house. No. Faut qu'ils apprennent à éviter les pénalités inutiles pour les playoffs. Écoute, j'ai été assez honnête. Je pense que ce soir, il y a eu un manque de discipline, mais en même temps, il faut le dire, cette saison, il n'y a pas eu vraiment de manque de discipline à plusieurs reprises. C'est quand même une équipe très disciplinée, puis une équipe qui joue bien, qui joue intelligemment. On va se le dire. Donc oui, pour ce soir, je comprends 12 punitions pour 90 verges. Quelqu'un a écrit c'est beaucoup trop. Puis, il y avait une couple de fois où on les a arrêtés sur deuxième essai et ils auraient pu dégager ou tenter un placement. Puis, au contraire, ils ont une opportunité de marquer un touché. Donc, c'est sûr que dans des matchs un peu plus serrés, on ne peut pas faire ça. Mais en même temps, après 10 games, combien de fois est-ce que les Alouettes ont vraiment manqué de discipline à plusieurs reprises. Donc, c'est le fun à voir. Et on va être de retour à domicile. Quand est-ce qu'on va être de retour le 4 septembre contre, j'allais dire le Rouge et Noir. Non, c'est fini contre le Rouge et Noir. Contre les Lions de la Colombie-Britannique, ça pourrait être un affrontement. Davis Alexander, Nathan Rourke, ça pourrait être le fun. Encore une fois, c'est no, you're good. I was going to give you the night off if you weren't in the mood. It's for you. Oh, sure. Just was 2 touchdowns, a quiet game for you. I'm expecting 3. But Tyson, I mean, it's just like it's tonight. I mean, Jeff, a couple of guys stopped by and said like the discipline needs to be cleaned up. 100%. But I mean, even then, I mean, it's another 30-point win over Ottawa. Just like, how do you explain how locked in you guys are?
Yeah, it's the standard. We talk about the standard every week, and we talk about being a faceless opponent. And obviously, they're 0-9 coming in, but they're professionals. And I think like Coach Moss said it best. Obviously, we won, and that's awesome. Like you said, we won by 30, but it's just not the football that it's not characteristic of us. So we want to be clean all the way through, especially like you dominate. Like why not limit the penalties and why not just play the best football? And like obviously the fumble at the end, like it's just not the standard that we want to play. But again, a win is a win. Can't get too picky. And shout out the fans.
This could have very easily been a trap game. You said 0-9. You guys had a big win over Edmonton coming off the bye week. They were on a short week. How did you guys avoid that and squash that early?
Yeah, obviously, like I said before, that's Coach Moss talking about the faceless opponent. Like that's something that'll really stick with me. It doesn't matter who lines up in front of us. All we have to do is play our football, and I don't think anybody can stop us. But as long as we play to our standard, everyone's gonna have to play up to our Alouette football ability, and you're just seeing that week in, week out. We're coming in and we're, producing and offense is firing, and it's just so awesome to be a part of.
We're 46 minutes in. I haven't even mentioned Davis Alexander yet. It was just another whole 3 incompletions. Like that's what I tweeted. I tweeted it. It was 20 of 23.
That's so
awesome. I tweeted it. I was like, it's pretty special when you're sitting here and you can remember each incompletion because that's how few there are. But just, walk me through, playing with Davis. I feel like I ask you this all the time, but just, having a guy who can pull the trigger like that and make throws that like, the one to Hollins down here. I was like, oh, he might put that ball in harm's way, but he got it there. But just, at this point, I don't know if there's anything you can tell me about Davis, but go ahead.
Yeah, he's just, he's just so smart. He never makes bad reads. He doesn't put the ball in harm's way. Like, even, they play a lot of cut coverage, for people that don't know, it just means the corners are, playing hard on the outside and playing low. And we like to run a lot of outs. And, Davis threw me out. He saw the corner, but he put on the inside shoulder, protecting me from a hit. And like, that's just something you get up and you're like, it can't get any better. Like, he's going to make sure I don't get hurt. He's going to make sure, the ball's in not in harm's way. And it's just a little bit of what goes into the Davis Alexander mindset. And just, he's, week in, week out, I could say he's the best player on the field.
Felt bad for Steen tonight. I know it was him that jumped offside, but that would have been over 1,000 and it would have been a touchdown. But you guys continue to be 1 and 2 in the league. I mean, it's ridiculous how you guys have put up numbers, and then Cole led the team in receiving tonight. But just you and Steen, like just how much you guys push each other and how much of that is contributing to the success that you guys.
Yeah, so much. We talk about being the best receivers, the best players on the field, and it's awesome when you can look across from your teammate and see that he's doing great things, and it just hypes me up to do great things. And Cole doesn't get the love that he respects or that he deserves, but like he can be a wide receiver 1 on any other team. He does all the gritty stuff, plays through injuries. So it's just we call him the Ottawa killer. There's just something about Ottawa, where he just pulls up and shows out. And like you said, feel bad for Steed because he needed 21 yards. He caught a 21-yard touchdown and it got called back. So, but I actually told him, I saw him offside. I was like, bro, you can't even sell. Like, so we're gonna probably walk him off the ledge tonight. I know he flew his family in. It's tough, but he's gonna get it next game. And 1,000 yards in 11 games, like it's still an awesome achievement. And it's a shout out to the rest of the team.
I think I've asked you this, but I mean, you were the Ottawa killer this year. A couple touchdowns tonight. You had 200 the first one, I think it was, and then you had 190 or 180 something or 190 something. Would you play them every week? Are you sick of it? It's 5 times. I know you didn't play the second preseason game, but it's 5 times since we're in mid-August.
Yeah, I love Ottawa. There's just shout out those guys over there. The crazy thing is it's always a new corner. Like it's just so much turnover over there. So I think that's kind of why they can't like scheme too much, but they play man coverage. So we pride ourselves. You're gonna line up across from us and play man coverage. We're gonna make you pay for that. And so they don't listen. So But we don't play Ottawa anymore, so hopefully they can go get a win this year.
Unless they can turn it around and win 4 or 5 or something like that. Last one, my old Dutch crunchy question of the night. Your favorite Ottawa, Montreal related memory from your time here?
I mean, obviously the record, I got the, 1,000.
Fair.
But I still have a memory of like catching a post from Trevor Harris my rookie year. It was like one of my first starts, like first time getting into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just always seem to show up against Ottawa. But again, I can't do anything without the rest of my teammates. It's just shout out to the rest of the guys and let's just keep pushing.
Yeah, in fairness, you show up against everybody. So congratulations on a continued great season, and we'll see you in Winnipeg.
Hey, merci beaucoup. Let's get it.
All right, Tyson Philpot, nice enough to stop by. And bon. OK, on est rendu à 50 minutes. Joey, pourquoi les bannières 74 et 2023 ne sont plus là depuis le début de la saison? Ils ont été endommagés. Ouais, on est en train on va les remplacer. Je suis en train de regarder. Non, 2023 est là. Il manque juste 1949, 70. Il manque 74 seulement. 2023, je suis en train de la regarder maintenant, a été endommagée. C'est tout. C'est la seule raison. On va la remplacer très bientôt. OK. Merci beaucoup, tout le monde. The throw in heavy traffic was a thing of beauty. Yes, it was a thing of beauty. Bon, c'est tout. C'est le fun. C'est encore une fois une autre victoire de 30 plus points contre le Rouge et Noir. C'est fini. On ne verra plus Ottawa cette année. Mais on continue, nous autres. Ça va être. C'est pas une semaine courte, c'est une semaine longue. On s'en va à Winnipeg vendredi prochain, puis on retourne à la maison le 4 septembre contre les Lions de la Colombie-Britannique. On a un gros rabais, c'est 2 pour 1 pour les étudiants, si je ne me trompe pas. Donc, c'est quand même, ça va être une autre grosse foule. Encore une fois, 22 400. C'est la deuxième match de suite qu'on dépasse les 22 000. Donc on a eu beaucoup de plaisir, beaucoup de fun. Et on va se croiser à Winnipeg la semaine prochaine. Donc, bonne soirée tout le monde, bon week-end, go House go. Et on se croise dans 8 jours à Winnipeg. Ciao, ciao.